Hi, I'm Dinesh and you're watching Off Track. Today's guest is an actor who is just in her 20s but already acting for more than a decade. She's beautiful, intelligent and passionate. And now a new tag, Fashion Diva. Tamannaah, welcome to Off Track.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
What's this Fashion Diva?
It comes from a long line of really making a lot of fashion mistakes and a lot of terrible clothes choices. And well, it took me a while to gauge who I really was and to express that through fashion. I think it is a journey where you have to realize your own personality and what you're most comfortable in. Because at the end, you could be wearing the most expensive clothes and you could be wearing, anything that's probably considered very dramatic, but yet you might not feel comfortable in it and you might not exuberate the same kind of confidence. So I guess the moment you find yourself in the process, it all starts falling into place.
When you started, you were young and you said you did not know anything about the fashion's F word, or the FA word.
Yeah.
And then now everyone is looking at you and become a fashion icon.
See, I mean, I was just like, what probably I was very much interested for sure. That's probably the reason I got into the film business and, wanted to become an actress. So I was like any other young girl, obsessive about makeup and clothes. But when I started working down south, the south is not exactly very fashion conscious. So this industry, I was completely devoid of the education that you must have to understand how the fashion business works. So how people who take it seriously, how do they dress? So yeah, I mean, I think a keen amount of interest has helped in kind of understanding what's going on.
Last time when we asked you describe Tamannaah, you said that the work is in progress. Mm-hmm. Is it still in progress?
It's always in progress. It should always be in progress. But yes, I'm definitely much more. I'm more accepting of what I do, and I'm definitely more accepting of my own self. But yes, the work in progress is always going to be there, and it should be there for creative person, I think, so that you do better stuff and you excite not only other people but yourself also, because you have to constantly keep getting inspired, right? Otherwise, you get really monotonous.
You're one of the busiest actors these days. You're working in Bollywood, you're working in Tollywood, you're working in Collywood, you're in modeling, you're into commercials. Have you left anything for others?
No, I still feel like, I think women have a natural knack of multitasking. It comes to us very, very naturally. And I also have a jewelry business, which is predominantly taken care of by my father, but I do supervise it on and off. So yeah, I feel like creativity should not be just bound by, say, any one medium. I think the sky is the limit when you want to express your creativity. It could be through clothes, it could be through movies, it could be through jewelry, or any other creative process that excites you.
You were going to the lowest of low in your career when Bahubali happened.
Yes.
How did Avantika image changed you as a person in whole?
I think people really thought that I was more the more dainty next door girl, and of course my acting prowess was not being utilized to the fullest. And then of course Bahubali happened, and Bahubali projected me very different than what everybody thought of me to be. And I was surprised that Raj sir called me to do a character which was so brave and strong and fighting a 6'3" Prabhas. So that itself in every dynamic seemed very, very like surprising. So but yeah, I think Bahubali's been the biggest turning point in my career.
How do you describe Tamannaah after Bahubali?
Well, I feel more responsible. I feel that I should do more characters, because I get a constant fan mail which tells me that do characters that are different. We want to see you in different roles, and don't do what everybody's doing. This is the fan mail I get. So I kind of take that seriously, because that's the audience, and today there are lots more ways to communicate with your fans than there ever was. So I take that opportunity, and I'm in fact choosing films which are more diverse and let me dabble in different characters, so that even I in the process discover what's my best. Like, I still feel like there's a long way to go, and I haven't still done a lot of characters. So yeah, 2017, I'm looking forward to a lot more varied characters.
Do people still ask you why did Katappa kill Bahubali?
Yes. I think they're going to be asking me that till April. But yes, April should answer that question.
You're doing wonderfully well in South. What went wrong in Bollywood?
Well, I had an array of I don't know, not likable movies, and of course that does affects the kind of offers you get, and yeah, I think, but definitely Bahubali was a huge redemption from what I went through in the few Hindi films I did. But I still feel I'm alive, and I still have the chance and opportunity to do the kind of work I want to do. So yeah, but I think success and failure is a part of this business. I mean, you can't take it seriously because it happens to the best of best, and the biggest of actors have gone through the lowest of lows and then just sprung back. So so I think you just have to take it with a pinch of salt.
You used to maintain that friends in industries are like a fickle people who like your Friday release.
Well,
Do you
most
have
of it. Actually, I have a lot of friends from the industry who I really can call up and genuinely take advice, and I still do that. But yeah, I mean, 90% of the people might not be like that, but then there are those 10% where you feel like, you can really invest in them as people.
People don't know that you put on weight during Bahubali. They think that you reduced.
It's what I had to lose, but I had to put on actually.
Have you again done that same thing for the part 2?
No, I didn't have to do that for the part 2. I think it was more psychological because everybody on the film was actually much bulkier and bigger than what they've been in their normal movies. So just not to look out of place and not to look like, anyway, I'm a more leaner person in general. So yeah, but I think everybody in the second part is looking more fitter and looking more chiseled, more toned. So yeah, I think I should be no different.
This particular question all your fans wants to know. What kind of man is Tamannaah looking for?
I think a man is not a balance sheet. You cannot put it into words, or can't describe it and expect a customized version of that. Eventually you should you should want to wake up every morning to be able to see that person and spend the rest of your life with that person. So I think it's just a feeling. I don't even know if it can be described in words. Yeah, so basically that's what I think.
Are you still petrified of losing your hair?
I'm still losing hair, so and I think it's the common problem that everybody has. But of course, we being a part of our industry, we have a lot of, we really abuse skin and hair because we're constantly working on it. But my way of going is to take care, eat healthy, live a balanced life, and try to damage control with a healthy lifestyle.
I heard that Tamannaah, while making omelette, forgets to put salt every time.
I forget to put salt in general because I'm not somebody who cooks regularly. So I think salt is the most underestimated. You think of all the more important things that were probably visible, but salt is something you might forget. So yeah, whenever I cook, I actually forget to put salt.
You're a diet fan of samosas and chicken, but you don't look like that.
Yeah, because I haven't been eating it for a while now. I've always loved junk food. And as I can see, you've done your homework, you know that. But now I have really changed my path, and my New Year resolution for 2017 is a fitter body. So yeah, of course, samosas and that junk food is not on the menu.
People think that you're successful, you're glamorous, but they don't understand that in all these 10 years, you might have missed a lot of things. Do you regret that?
I don't know any better. I haven't seen the other side, so I don't know what I have missed, and I don't know what I should regret. I think I have done the more difficult part of actually going through setting up a career and kind of figuring out what I want to do, which most of the people don't end up doing by my age. Some take longer. So yeah, I've done that part, but I still feel like creatively there's a lot I want to explore. I think I'm also ready to explore a lot more now that I'm a little more mature. So yeah, I don't really regret anything or look back because I don't know what I've missed, to be honest.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Tamannaah.
Same here, thank you.
And we wish you give a big hit in Bollywood also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your wishes. Thank you.